Welcome to my dear students. Today's deliberation is about installation of a cost accounting system in an organization and something discussion about methods of costing and techniques of costing. So today's deliberation is having three components. First and foremost important component is installation of a cost accounting system. From what has been stated in the preceding sections, it will be seen that there cannot be a ready-made cost system suitable for a business. Such system has to be specifically designed for an undertaking to meet its specific needs. Before installing a costing system, proper care should be taken to study and taken into account all the aspects involved, as otherwise the system will be misfit and full advantages will not be realized from it. Means, while setting an installation of a cost accounting system in an organization, we have to follow some prerequisites to satisfy the cost accounting system. Number 1. The nature, method and stages of production, number of varieties and the quantities of each product, and such other technical aspects should be examined. It is to be seen how complex or how simple the production methods are. Number 2. The size, layout and organization of the factory should be studied. The methods of purchase, receipt, storage and issue of materials should be examined and modified wherever considered necessary. The wage payment method should be studied. The requirements of the management and the policy adopted by them towards cost control should be kept in view. Next, the cost of the system to be installed should be considered. It is needless to emphasize that the installation and operation system should be economic. The system should be simple and easy to cooperate and operate also. The system can be effectively run if it is appropriate and properly stated to the organization. Forms and records of original entities should be so designed and to involve minimum clerical work and expenditure. The system should be so designed that cost control can be effectively exercised. The system should incorporate suitable procedure for reporting to the various levels of management. This should be based on the principles of exception. These are all about while setting the installation of cost accounting system in an organization. We should follow the following steps. We have to manage the following steps while adopting or while installing a cost accounting system. Now coming to our second category, that is methods of costing. In costing, there are various methods of costing as explained in the previous videos. I have already explained some methods of costing. Now, these are number 1, job costing. Job costing is a method of costing which is known as specific order costing. Means, the method of costing applicable to those industries where a special order received from the customers, and after receiving the special order, the manufacturer will do or will manufacture the product or services by seeing the customer's order. Next, batch costing. It is the aggregate of cost related to a cost unit which consists of a group of similar activities or articles which maintains its identity throughout one or more stages of production. In this method, the cost of group of products are ascertained. The unit's cost is a batch or group of identical products instead of a single job order or a contract. This method is applicable to general engineering factories which produces components in convenient and economical batches. Next, process costing. When the production process is such that goods are produced from a sequence of continuous or repetitive operations or processes, the cost incurred during a period is considered as process cost. The process cost per unit is delivered by dividing the process cost by number of units produced in the process during the period. Process costing is employed in the industries where a continuous process or manufacturing is carried out. Costs are ascertained for a specified period of time by departments or processes. Example, chemical industries, refinery industries, gas and electricity generating concerns may be quoted as examples of undertakings that employ process costing. Next, operation costing. This is also called single or output costing. This is the method of costing applicable to specific operations involved in production process or business activity. The cost unit in this method is the operation instead of process. When the manufacturing method consists of number of distinct operations, operation costing suitable. Now come to unit costing. Unit costing means identical costing. One particular method of costing is applicable to that particular industry. Example of extraction of mines, oil quarries, oil wells, etc. Next, operating costing. Operating costing is otherwise known as service costing. Under service costing, it is the cost incurred in conducting business activity. Operating cost refers to the cost of undertakings which do not manufacture any product but which provide services. Examples of operating costing applicable to those industries are transport undertakings, hotel industries, hospitals, etc. Next one is contract costing. Contract costing is the cost of contract with some terms and conditions between contractee and contractor. This method is used in undertakings carried out building or construction contracts like construction of engineering concerns, civil engineering contractors, etc. The cost unit here is a contract which may be constituted over more than one financial year. So these are all about your method of costing. Apart from these, one is multiple operating cost. Multiple operating costing means a method of costing applicable to those industries where more than one method of costing is applicable. If any method of costing is applicable and there more than one method of costing are applicable, then it is called multiple operating costing. Example, bicycle manufacturing, automobiles, etc. Now coming to our last, that is third segment, this is techniques of costing. There are various techniques of costing. Apart from these, number one, uniform costing. Uniform costing means, as the name says, it is that technique of costing. It is defined as the appropriation or application and use of the same costing principles and procedures by different organizations under the same management or on a common understanding between members of the association. It is thus not a separate technique or method. It simply denotes a situation which a number of organizations may use the same costing principles in such a way as a situation in which number of organizations may use the same costing principles in such a way as to produce costs which are of the minimum comparability. From such comparable costs, reliable conclusions can be drawn. When the uniform costing is made used by different concerns, the same management, it helps to indicate the strengths and the weakness of the concerns. So inter-firm comparison, as the name denotes, means the techniques of evaluating performances, efficiencies, deficiencies, costs and profits of similar nature of firms engaged in the same industries or businesses. This is all about uniform costing. Number two, marginal costing. It is that technique of costing of ascertainment of marginal cost and the effect of profit on the changes in volume or type of output by differentiating between fixed cost and variable cost. Several other terms used in direct costing, contributory costing, variable costing, comparative costing, differential costing and incremental costing are used more or less synonymously with marginal cost. The term direct cost should not be confused with direct costing in absorption costing. Direct cost refers to the cost which is attributable to a cost center or cost unit. Example, direct labor, direct materials and direct expenses including traceable or fixed expenses, that is, the fixed expenses which are directly chargeable in direct costing or marginal costing. Factory variable overheads is taken as a direct cost with the absorption cost method, it is indirect cost. Means I have explained about marginal costing and I have also explained in marginal costing about absorption costing. Next one is standard costing. It is defined as the preparation and use of standard costs, their comparison with actual costs, and the measurement and analysis of variances to their causes and points of incidence. Standard cost is a predetermined cost unit that is calculated from the management standards of efficient operations and the relevant necessary expenditures. Standard costs are useful for the cost estimations and price quotations and the indicating of suitable cost allowances for production, process and operations, but they are effective tools for the cost control only when compared with the actual costs or operations. The techniques of standard costing may be summarized as predetermination of technical data relates to production, that is details of materials and labor, operations required for each product, the quantum of inventory, inevitable losses, efficiencies, expected level of activities, etc. Predetermination of standard cost in full details under each element of cost, that is labor, material and overheads. Comparison of actual performances of cost with the standards and working out the variances, that is the difference between actual and the standards. Analysis of variances in order to determine the reasons of deviations of actuals from the standards. Presentation of information to the appropriate level of management to enable suitable action, that is remedial measures or revision of the standard being taken. These are all about standard cost. Next one is budgetary control. Budgetary control may be defined as the process of continuous comparison of actual costs and performances with pre-established budgets in relation to the responsibilities of executives to the specific budget for the achievement of a target in accordance with the policy of organization and to provide a basis of revision of budget. Therefore, budgetary control involves mainly establishment of budgets, continuous comparison of actual with budgets for achievement of targets, revision of budgets in the light of changed circumstances. The classification of budgets into various categories certainly helps to make the budgetary control more effective because the maximum use is made of the functional budgets over the goods to be attained by the functional executives and thus assume the greatest significances. So these are all about your methods of costing as well as techniques of costing, and I have already explained in the earlier part that is installation of costing system. So today's deliberation is this much. Hope you all should enjoy this particular video or enjoying the video also. And in this pandemic situation, hope you all are well and your family are also safe and well. So always use masks wherever necessary. If you are not having any emergencies, should not go to outside. Okay. So this is my request. You should enjoy this particular video. Compare the videos analysis with your books, materials or any other mode of presentation having near you. So do your best. Always give much more time with to the studies. Okay. So exam is coming now. So you should not lost any time in this particular holidays. So always busy with yourself to study. So happy reading and best wishes. Okay, goodbye.